Lex Luthor, Morgan Snicker Room. So much soul about to bust out the room. All different flavors, way more than 32. From these shoes, you can't mess with these dudes. Nike Reeboks, the bounce out the knees. Golden Goose is on dude.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Soul Brothers, hosted by yours truly, Flex Luthor, and none other than Morgan Snicker Room. What's up? What's new? And how you feeling, my guy?
What is going on, man? Happy to be here. I think I hurt some feelings in our episode with Dre, the Shoe God. We're getting some initial feedback from that, and so some folks got their feelings hurt. So if I want to say beforehand, if it sounds like if anything I say you think maybe sounds like somebody you know, or maybe it sounds like you. It's all hypothetical. It's not, I'm not calling out anybody individually.
Yeah, Morgan was on one of the last episode. Hey, I said
the last episode was with Josh. The last episode was with Josh. It was the Dre the Shoe God episode.
Yeah. So, that episode with Dre, he was a little, I told him I was no longer playing PR with the episode. So whatever is in there, unless it's just something insanely crazy.
Yeah,
keeping it there. I'm keeping it in there.
There's a sneaker history podcast episode that I think is going to stay in the vault for a while.
You know what? I possibly may reach out to him to release it on our platform.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I would have to edit it myself. I don't know. There's a lot.
I don't even remember, man. I don't even remember.
There's a lot of things that was said in the episode.
I don't even remember, to be honest with you.
I don't remember fully either, but I know it's some things that we were kind of like raising our eyebrow to. There was no covering up names. Definitely some name drops.
Who was feeling spicy? Who was the most spicy? Was it Haas? Was it me?
Nah, I think it was really me. I was really feeling some type of way that day. I was really feeling some type of way that day. I had just watched Haas's episode with
that's
D,
right.
D from the Fo from the D. And I was just a little upset. I mean, I don't mind talking about it on our platform. I was just a little upset how he carried himself and claimed to be the voice of the streets and the voice for the culture, and my guy was born in Africa and grew up in London and claiming to be the voice of the streets. I grew up in the United States. I was born in the United States. I still wouldn't consider myself the voice of the streets or the voice of the culture. No matter how many followers I get, no matter what the brand deals I get, I get a little upset because a lot of people like to say they're the forefront of this culture, but as soon as things go sour and the culture becomes ghetto or frowned upon, it's kind of like, I'm not really into sneakers no more. That really wasn't what I was doing. But when the getting's hot, it's like, I'm sneaker this, I'm sneaker that, I'm for the culture. Is bro this, bro ham this, and no cap and no kizzy and all this other stuff. So I just think it's just a little weird, and my thing is that they get the cosign for that. That's what really upsets me, that people in the culture cosign it. Like, he good in the hood, which is crazy because you got people that look like us that's in our hoods that will question, like, where you from? Like, you're not supposed to be up here. But someone that looks different just because they conduct themselves in a certain way or speak a certain lingo, it's kind of like, oh, bro, good. He invited to the cookout. Bring him on to the cookout, And that's how your stuff get infiltrated. That's how wiretaps are created because you letting everybody come to the cookout. But
yeah,
that's my spiel for the day.
As somebody who grew up in the suburbs in an upper middle class home, played tennis and was in a marching band and did all that stuff. That's not the only way to be cool, man. Like, you can be cool so many different ways. You don't have to pretend to be somebody you're not to be cool. I'm gonna leave it at that. But before we get too far into it, go ahead.
Wait. I mean, because I don't want to take too much from them. I don't want to try to say that I know where he comes from or where he's been, but I can tell when things are a little over exaggerated. When every other word is cap and no cap, it's kind of like, all right. I know what you're trying to say.
It's okay, brother. Yeah.
And what really kind of got under my skin was that he said that he felt like he was reborn, and in his past life he was from New York. And I'm just like, what? Like, I'm not even from New York, and I was like ready to check him. Like,
we got to get Haas to send us that clip.
Like,
Haas got to send me that clip. I haven't seen that. No. That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
But yeah, he was like, I'm so New York. I'm this, and then later on that day, I see a video where he upload, and he's like, I got my butters on, and I'm like, I'm not from New York. I don't claim to be. Even if I lived in New York, I would still feel like I need to really understand the culture and what it is out there to be like, oh, I got my butters on, or I got my uptowns on. Like,
just call it what you call it.
Yeah, call it what you call it. Because be yourself. Sometimes being yourself don't get you too far in life for certain people. But
if you're lame. But with that being said. Let's go ahead. Let's talk about what we wore on feet today. So I'm gonna let you go first. I'm gonna show what I will be wearing today.
So I went with the Foamposite Asteroid Area 72. Heard that Foamposites are back. Where in my collection or in my closet, they never left.
Okay, I was just about to say, like, they've stayed.
Area 72 is definitely one of my favorite pairs. I thought this was going to be the second coming of the Galaxy. Just because we hadn't seen this type of detailed print with this different color, this transition throughout. So I'm like, these are gonna be and they definitely wasn't. So. Yeah.
So where, as far as the whole, like when they started using those prints, right? We got fighter jets, which one of your personal favorites. We got the thermal map, Weatherman's,
Safaris.
Where did those release? As far as all of those came out,
it was right when things got nasty. Right, I think the Asteroid might have been before the Weatherman, thermal maps, and the Safaris. I think those followed after, because
those were nasty. Like, those are diabolical.
Yeah, these set, and that was the start of the decline of the Foamposite.
Yeah,
I remember waiting. I like save money up and wait 2 or 3 months later to grab these. And then Foamposites at that point, I think, were already at $250 at a price point.
Bro, they started coming out with like a Timberland. They came out with a Timberland Foamposite, bro.
I remember that. They had the Forces. They had the Forces. Everything was posit.
Yeah.
Flight posit this.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, it's worked for some things. It's worked for some models, right? That Air Force One was not it.
I'm pretty sure that was the beginning of the end, because I remember like everything else before that was really going and going.
Yeah.
And once I seen the Astros, I was like, oh yeah, this is the next Galaxy. This is it. This is gonna take off. I gotta have these, because I had just missed the Galaxy on release. Not just missed it, because I think it was far like the Galaxy Foamposite might have been the beginning of the end, because I don't remember.
Galaxy Foamposite was 2012, so it was All-Star Weekend 2012, so February of 2012, and it released with like, that's why we got the Galaxy KDs and the Big Bang LeBrons, and the Kobe's, and I would say, because if I remember correctly, the fighter jets came out 2013.
Yeah, this is
right.
So let's see what we get at. So we got the Asteroids December.
of 2012 of 2013. So we had a full almost 2 years.
Yeah.
So 22 months between Galaxy and Asteroid. That is an eternity in sneaker in sneaker time.
That's all you need to get rid of a silhouette.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see where do we get the Safari Foamposites. Those
I think all those would have been 2013.
Yeah,
because
those are all
2012 2012 we got the Royals, I believe, and the metallic reds and the pine greens and like all those cool, like really cool colorways. I think November of that year we got the pink, the pearlized pink. Right? So, are you fact checking me? I need that.
Yeah. So we got the thermals in the 9th month. We got the Safaris the 11th month. So the Asteroids was not the beginning and the end. It was the end. Like it was the last straw.
Yeah.
I think that everybody was like, you know what? Because it came out the 12. It was 12. Yeah. And the Weathermans were the 8th. The 8th month.
The 8th month. August, so it would have been.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was just. Yeah, they started halfway through the year and they finished out with a bang with the Asteroids.
Yeah.
I might have been thinking this was going to be like the resurge of the Foamposite because I think we just had so many. Yeah. We had so many misses, so I was like, okay, this is going to be where Foamposites come back again. I'm gonna be here at the forefront. So yeah, I can see that happening. Yeah.
The homie's a listener of the pod. Cole. My guy Coleman, we were stationed together. He just got a pair of foams, like I forget which color it was. I want to say it was one of those teal aqua pairs from like that. Like I call like 2012 to 2013. I call that like, I don't want to say golden era because obviously those original colorways are the golden era, but like the revival, the golden revival of Foamposites. He just got a pair from there for like a super low ball on eBay because he been listening.
That was his first pair?
No, he's had foams before. Yeah, he's had foams before. He's had a lot of foams. He might have sold me some foams. He might have sold me some foams for real.
eBay. I'm not getting lucky on eBay,
bro. Because you gotta, bro. He's been throwing me like screenshots of like some of his offers for like months now, and you gotta understand, like me and him, we've been into sneakers since. Like we've known each other since 2013, and we started being friends because we hooped together and we like sneakers. So, so in all that time, this is the first eBay steal. You know, so shout out Cole. He listened to all the episodes, bro. He went through. Back to back, listening to all of them.
Okay, so that was him. So I can see when someone's like going back and going to older episodes.
Yeah, he listened to all of them.
Yeah, I was actually gonna make a story about it. I was gonna say shout out to the person that's going back and going through all the episodes.
Bro, he said, bro, he wants to know what port you was slinging dope from, bro. He said, what port was you on, bro?
Bro, that's crazy. Allegedly,
I could send you to his TikTok if you wanna get that shot back. If you want to fire back at him.
Why? I don't get it.
Like he's saying you're not about that life, bro.
Oh, I mean, yeah, not no more. not no more. No, I'm definitely not. Nah, I want to stay free. I got a child. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that because that would be incrimination. But yeah, so porch days are over with. I got a front yard now.
That's a flex for real.
No, it is.
So I will also say in our last episode you brought up mortgage. You said it was a little throwaway line. You said something about like we were talking to Josh and you were like, I think you were talking about being a reseller, and you were like,
yeah, I was looking for the mortgage for the month.
Yeah, right.
Oh no, I'm heavy on that. I'm heavy on that.
Yeah.
I'm not like, whoa, buddy. We're not in the same boat. We're not renting. Sorry.
Yeah.
So, I'm not renting anything.
Bro, and there's always the broke people to be like, actually, the bank owns your house. Okay. Yeah. All right. Anyway, so what I wore or what I'm going to wear today, because we will get back into the Foamposite talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is a topic I'm very interested in. But what I'm wearing today, and now that we've talked about Foamposites, I might actually change. I might actually throw on some foams. But
Bro, what is that?
what is this?
Oh, that's the scar Caesar face.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
Say it again.
I'm not gonna say it again.
Nah, bro. The last clip we just did is doing pretty good numbers. So I just want to hear you say it. So we can clip it. We got to get them. So these are the Zarkany.
That's crazy.
The Zarface. Saucony.
That's crazy, bro.
So I'll be wearing these today. These are very, very nice. The leather, like it looked when I first saw it, I was like, this is a pretty basic shoe for like if you've ever seen a Zarkany, a Zarface album cover. There's a lot going on to it, right?
Yeah.
But the shoe is 4 colors: black, white, blue, red, right? But the materials are so premium on here. And not that I didn't expect that from Saucony, of course, but it's got the Zarface like character embossed in the leather up here. It's got a really cool and then it's got this thing on the tongue. Right, it's got this this rubberized tongue hit. So super cool shoe. This is what I'll probably be wearing today. And then of course Zarface, like what is this called? Like a hit on the bottom, image on the bottom. So yeah, this is what I'll be wearing today.
I've actually been looking at that pair, but even though I'm digging into other brands, I don't want to lose my identity. I don't want to lose myself. So I don't want to just be grabbing something just because like, oh, it's high dollar or it's a limited edition. You know, I want to grab it because I want to grab it because I still want to have my own identity when I'm bringing up Sauconys or Asics or New Balance.
Nike with the leadership turnover. Nike is starting to make some moves that I think are pretty interesting. And one of those being specifically, you know, just one of the many moves is the Diamond Turf coming back out in the original mold.
Yep.
Yeah. That I feel like that is a very, very exciting thing for Nike to be doing, and it seems like they're listening to the sneakerheads, not the new ones who are coming and going, but like the ones who have been here for a while. And I feel like that could be something that puts Nike back on top.
Yeah, and I mean, I think they got scared there for a little moment because you had these long-time Jordan Nike buyers, and they start digging into these other brands. And of course, this audience is a little older, so they have funds to do this at a high level. So I think they got scared because you know you have someone. I don't want to toot my own horn or our horn. If we switch over to another brand, we're gonna do it at a high level. So, like I said, I'm on my 5th or 6th Omni 9, almost 10 pairs into Saucony.
Yeah.
So I think if they're listening, they're watching. Like, oh, wait a minute, we can't lose, you know, the ones that we've just got, and then the ones we've had over the years. So
yeah.
I think that's where we're starting to see a whole bunch of those. Bless you. I think that's where we're seeing all these vintage pairs, these retros, the black cements, your KD4 Ump Pearls, Black Toe 14s. I think that's where we're seeing all these things. They're like, wait a minute, come back, we got you. Because I felt like for a moment there, we were definitely not the target audience. We definitely wasn't the target audience at that point. Because we had a Travis Scott and Fragment, anything that was, you know, hype, they were trying to push out, give it to the newcomers that just got into the game. And now they're like, okay, wait a minute. They done moved on to becoming ASIC Rangers. They no longer want the Dunks anymore. They're more on to the Sambas. And now we got our longtime buddies. They're heading over to dealing with Saucony and New Balance. So, like you said, let's go get our team back.
Well, I also want to put in the caveat that a lot of these releases that we're seeing now, the Aunt Pearls, the Black Toes, those are all from the old, I don't want to say administration, but like the old regime.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm curious as to when some of these decisions that the new CEO is going to be a part of, when do those start coming into effect?
Maybe the delays and pushbacks? Because we are getting a lot of pushbacks and delays, I see.
Are we?
A lot of those, there's a lot of releases that are getting pushed back or getting delayed, or so that could be, the new leadership trying to throw something else in there. And then like you said, these releases that we're seeing now are definitely from old leadership, but I think that was his last straw, like that was his last reach. Like I'm trying to save, my name and my job, so I'm just going
right.
Because you can't lose with a classic. The cult classics, going back into the vault, you can't lose doing that.
Yeah. Shoot, just in the last couple months, chlorophylls, like the chlorophyll Air Max 1 was a shoe that I never thought I'd be able to own.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a different iteration of it. It's still Paddock Collab. So the color's a little bit off, but it's chlorophyll Air Max 1. People have, that Wu-Tang Dunk, I feel like, got a wide release.
I hope it does.
Like there are a lot of sneakers that are getting really, the KD4s, the Aunt Pearls, right? Like that's not on the same level as those other two, but the Nerfs,
Galaxies,
the Galaxies, no, not the Weathermans. The Weathermans are not good. You're talking about the KDs. I was thinking Foamposites for a second. I thought you were talking Foamposites.
We get some Foamposites too. We got the Royals, Coppers.
Yeah, we need those. Those need to come back out.
Coppers,
but what I also want to see is
week.
Are they? I've still got a pair. I think I got a pair from 2017.
Mm-hmm.
But what I want to see is like the Zoom Citizen come back out, the Air Sensation. I want to see another Trainer 294, Air Zoom Trainer 294, something like that. The Mookies, I think the Mookies need another release. The Air Trainer 3. Those real classic Nike silhouettes. From basketball to running, I think all of those need another look. They did the Talaria back in 2016, and it didn't do much, but I feel like sneakerheads need a shoe that might not do well with the mainstream, but we get another chance to get them, right?
And I feel like that's going to be happening sooner than later because, with the School of Revenge of the Sneakers, Dre the Sugar God, they're all, really heavy on vintage, old school Nike basketball.
Yeah.
And Nike's definitely watching. Nike's definitely looking at them in particular, specifically. So I definitely see it happening soon. If this doesn't work out, if this going back into the vault doesn't work out, these cult classes doesn't work out, all right, guys, let's pull out the big guns. Let's do this great rollout. Because I noticed the media. I don't know that the latest Nike commercial that we've seen was with the last leadership or with newer leadership, because it just seemed a little more playful. Like I said, I think for the first time in the last 10 years, honestly, I feel like Nike actually has some competition. Like, I feel like Nike actually has to get out there, create something as far as even media, like special boxes, special commercials, and just really cater to their audience, because people are looking elsewhere. Like, it's not just like, oh, I'm gonna buy a pair of Nikes. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I done turned down 2 or 3 Nikes and bought me some Sauconys.
I love to hear that. I love hearing that.
But I did get my got my black toe 14s. Definitely gonna get my olive 9s. Definitely gonna get and I feel like that's what they're trying to do. Like, we still need you to get those classics. We still need you on the team, so we're gonna release those classics for you. We need for you to grab them. But I mean, some of the newer stuff, I mean, it's kind of like,
bro, their last several, except the Air Max 270, their last several new Air Max models have flopped.
I mean, I wasn't mad at the DN though.
No. The DN is dope. It's dope, but they flopped. Nobody's copping those, bro. Like, nobody's looking for those. I like them, right? Like, I like the sneaker. I have a pair, but they're flopping. The Air Max 720, I liked the 720. They flopped. Yep. Like, they were going on super sale, bro.
I mean, we're in a different time. We got people lining up for running marathon shoes. Shout out Mental New York. I mean, this is a different time. They just
do like an endorphin or something like that, like an endorphin 22.
Yeah, so like, I think it's the 4, maybe.
Yeah, whatever it is, that beautiful shade of blue on there is, bro, incredible.
It had me like, should I get these? Like,
yeah, right.
Should I get these? But like, that just lets you know we're definitely in a different time. It's a different time for sneakers. Like, you really got to put on the thinking cap, and you really got to sit down, go to the drawing board, and how can we keep people buying and continue buying? Because these other brands are fighting hard for their spot. And however it ends up, wherever they end up, definitely deserved. And that's coming from New Balance, Asics, all of them. I mean, I was just looking at 2 pair of Under Armour. Now that I'm trying to get my 500 pairs in 1 year, I'm just kind of digging everywhere. Pause. But I seen 2 pairs of Under Armour. That I was like, okay, I give it a try. Why not? Let's see. You know.
What pairs?
I cannot think of the name. What would it? But it wasn't like, it was more like a lifestyle, stylish runner. It was definitely a runner. I know that. Definitely just by the look of it. It wasn't the basketball. No. And it was cheap. So like, again, I'm trying to meet my goal and, get into these other brands, because I'm definitely going to get 500 pairs in 1 year.
That's crazy. That's still a crazy goal.
I only got 100 because I just bought 2 new pairs. I think of 179.
179 left.
179, yeah, 179 pairs left. But I haven't been doing a day count. I definitely need to do that. Because 179.
Did you count the Negos? Did you count the Negos that weren't?
No, because those are not in my collection. Those they're no longer here. Those things are wherever they at. They StockX right now. They're not right now. They probably sold because I already got my money from them.
So with Nike making these changes, do you feel like it's enough to get you away from the Saucony Asics?
I mean, it's hard because Saucony's offering me style, comfort, packaging, and price point. So it's just like, I just grabbed 2 Sauconys that are comfortable with a nice box and great quality for 1 pair of those.
Yeah.
So
some people will argue like, oh, and I've seen this argument. This is how I know that they'll argue this. I've seen it in my comments. They'll say, but the Jordans look better. Do you agree with that?
Do they? I don't know.
Okay. And that's what I'm saying, bro. That was always my response. Like, dude, I don't think they do.
I mean, the thing is, like, I wouldn't be into the sneaker if I didn't think it looked good. Like I'm not following a trend. Like this seed was planted long ago. Like I was already looking at other brands and stuff, but like I hadn't been exposed to Saucony, Asics, and New Balance like I was 3 years ago when you were going back and forth, and you was and you was showing these pairs. I'm like, wait a minute, like look at that packaging, look at this price point, look at the story. Like I need that pair. And then, like I was telling Josh on the last episode, once I got let loose, I started, building my own type of what Saucony I want to wear, what Saucony do I like. So then I start finding pairs on my own, and still I'll see a pair here or there, and schoolers showing off pairs, and that makes me go back and further into the vault with Reebok and all these other pairs.
Right.
And then I've been looking at the 990 V6. I think that's growing on me. I think the 990.
I tried to tell you, bro. I tried to tell you.
I like the bulky look on that. I like it. I like that pair. And I've been seeing the made in US pairs, the one shade color, different hues of greens and grays.
You know, it's interesting. The 990 V6 released literally 2 years ago today,
and I think it's not done yet. That's something I feel like something about this shoe. I don't. It just needs the right exposure, the right collaboration, and
like Action Bronson,
Joe Freshgoods. But
Joe Freshgoods got him already.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I would use his collaboration as an example before I do Action Bronson. Action Bronson like is a plate of food. He definitely got.
It's supposed to.
I know. I often say he definitely executed it well, but I'm not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. And I just got me a pair of 1906 Rs. I'm gonna look at the other models of that silhouette. Because you got the A, U, D, yeah. Because the R has like this. It's got like that boat. It's got that real runner feel.
Yeah.
Obviously, it is runner. For the R is running. So I'm gonna try the. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna try the U. But yeah. So yeah,
I think the seal, not the seal, the Concepts pair that is designed after the seal pair from the seal 999. It's got a long name. That's a 1906 U. I saw one of our contemporaries has been taking pictures in that sneaker without.
Are they like the ones that's got the pink inlock?
No, it could.
It's got the cream base, pink
cream
inlock.
And blue.
Okay, I know who you're talking about now.
I was like, what you doing? What you doing with those on?
Like, it's crazy seeing you with Saucony, and I'm just like, bro, like I've always said I was showing the screen what they wanted to see, but like I have tons of other brands in my collection way before now. I mean, that's why I felt like I was the only match for you, because I was like, ain't nobody gonna be as diverse as him. Like this,
right?
They may be as diverse as you, but they're gonna pull out the same pairs. So like, I had to make like a hard, right or left when it came to my pairs. Like a pair, like, whoa, bro, what are those? Like, why do you have those?
Is it crazy to see you wearing Sauconys, or crazy to get on in front of a camera and talk about?
Oh my god, bro! I'm definitely taking it out. It's definitely not gonna be heard.
Bro, what I say, bro?
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
It's a valid question.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, we talk about crazy, bro. Like, we talk about like, okay, I'll move on.
With that being said, I do hopefully future guests Unheard Of just did a nice little event
with the Adidas.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of the silhouette. But
it's a rivalry, right? Is it a rivalry low?
Rivalry low, yeah. Packaging, price point. I don't know. I've never had a rivalry low, so I don't know what it feels like on foot.
Not great.
I guess that's. Oh, it's not okay. We're losing.
No, it is. It's an old school basketball shoe from the '80s, right? Like it's.
So it ain't gonna be It's not really comfy. It's more like, about
There's some cushioning, but it's
Yeah, it's more about
Well,
performance.
yeah, but I mean, it's a flat basketball shoe.
Yeah, it's not made for you to be walking around and
yeah.
But I love how authentic and personal Philip is, the owner of Unheard Of, and that's what drew me to the shoe. That's what made me like, okay, I'm gonna grab a pair. I was already a fan of the Grandma's Couch, just because of personal reasons, and the Mom Ugly Couch. All fans of those. The last one he did,
Sure. I don't know.
And what he's doing, he bringing out the creators, and the whole story behind that was building a bridge. And I don't know if he did it on purpose but I like the way that he brought big creators, and he had smaller creators, he had semi big or on the way, or just people that love sneakers all in the same building, and kind of built that bridge between them, because a lot of those people, I seen a live that they had on yesterday, a lot of them met for the first time there, started interacting, networking for the first time there at his event. So I think that was dope to see. I feel like not saying putting this on him, but I feel like community is that trending word in sneakers right now. A lot of people are, community this, I want a community that, I want a community this, I want a community that. Views are not there, the checks aren't as big as they were in 2020. So all of a sudden now we're back to community, because you make more money working together than you do working without. Let's be honest. But a lot of these people were doing community, alone, by themselves, been doing it, a lot of people are at these levels where views and stuff really don't matter. They already established, and I feel like Unheard Of is one of those brands. It's already established. It's just kind of like extra, this is something I want to do, personally want to do. Shout out to Philip and Unheard Of, the brand. Hopefully we have him on soon.
That sounds like foreshadowing.
Have to wait and see.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Wait till that cover art drop and you're like, wait, he got blah blah blah. I love dropping that cover art, and it's like, someone nobody was expecting.
Like Dre the Shoe God for the third time.
And I think I you know what? I think I said it was the fourth time, because
it might have been. It might be the fourth time. I'm not sure. I'm still trying to work on getting some people. Scheduling is hard.
To our audience, Morgan set up his first interview. He hit me up like, "Hey, bro, we got blah blah this day," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." When we're doing this, our dynamic of me kind of like understanding it. This is a special episode for Morgan. So I'm gonna step
and then
back.
My phone died at the very end, or not during the episode, but like when we were just chopping it up at the end. My phone died.
But I think that's that works well, because I feel like we both understand when it's episode for one, like, okay, this is episode for Flex, this is episode for me, like, and most of the time I'm just listening to the knowledge, I'm listening to the stories, but I love episodes like that when we deep dive into product history. Love those episodes, because I feel like those are stories that aren't told, that should be told.
And we hope to get, if people like those, because like I feel like we got a few different types of guests, right? Like we got like Josh and Jason and Bernie, who are insiders, and J Tips, who are like insiders, like they are like in the sneaker community, or not, they're like they work in sneakers, right?
They in the field,
right? And then we talked to like Skula, and then Dre, and Baby Boy Flame, who are creators, and Sock Jig, who's a creator, and we can like BS about sneakers. I wonder which of those types of guests do better. I enjoy all of them, because like I get to be ignorant when it's just when it's like Dre.
I think people it's a mix up, because I think people enjoy the playful and the banter, but they also love a episode that might encourage them to like push forward. So I feel like to talk about content, people like that too, because it's real time, and we're telling them it's not like we say, oh, it's all flowers and green grass over here.
It's garbage a lot of times. It's actually it's been garbage for the last couple years.
Absolutely. the podcast is the return of the podcast has definitely been a lot greater than making content. Even with what I'm doing now on my series with the 500 pairs, I'm getting some traction, but not getting a lot of traction. And it's kind of hard because I feel like this would have been something that would have been very successful a couple years ago. But at that time, I didn't have the knowledge of editing. I didn't have the equipment to do that. I didn't have the schedule to do that. And now I feel like it's more of a informational storytelling, high end media product, like full blown commercials. That's not one of my strengths. I'm gonna say the toe box feels soft, and then Kyrie's gonna give you this immaculate describe of a toe box, and I'm just like, makes me want that shoe. So that, in a sense, that is my competition, because we're doing the same style of content, because I'm not really reviewing the shoe. I'm trying to give you some information. I'm trying to give you a story behind it, and when it's not your strength, it's kind of hard to it's hard to do.
I was talking yesterday.
Huh?
I was talking yesterday. So I was on a call with Jay Will and Mo from Unboxed. Of course, me and Jay Will, we had to talk it out.
Shout out Jay Will, man. Jay Will Jay Will's been supportive through every episode. My man listened to every episode. Feedback, even that last one. Even when Morgan's over here not feeling well and talking crazy, because I was looking at him like, but I let Morgan be Morgan.
I was under the weather, and I get grumpy when I'm under the weather.
So how did that go?
It was good. It was real cool. But he said it feels like Flex tries to like be very careful about what he says. I said, oh yeah, like if one of us isn't like this,
it would just be a whole
we're not
bunch.
Gonna have any guests.
It would just be a whole bunch of shit talking, just a bunch of people just talking shit. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to say I'm careful about what I am definitely particular and specific. I want to move with intent, and I know like once this is here, it's here. Like it's out there forever.
We can mute things. Like you about to mute.
Yeah, but once I done press edit, publish, and it's out there, it's out there. So like I can't really go back on that thought. So I try to think ahead. Like, are you gonna feel the same way 2 years from now? Are you gonna feel the same way when you're in the room with this person, or when you gotta collab with this person? You know what I'm saying? Because I felt, again, I always use these two as an example. Kyrie and Seth, I felt strongly about how I felt about them, and I got in the same room with them, and my whole ideals and my thought process changed about them. So that's where that comes from. As far as like catching like we missing a brand deal or like
Converse.
I mean, bro. To me, I feel like even no matter what you did, he is in a position to where he's supposed to be able to handle that. He's supposed to de-escalate, not escalate. Overall, he's a manager.
That's a good point.
He's a leader. So him like talking about,
and bro was
that's weird.
Bro was talking about fakes too, bro. Like, he was talking about I'm an elitist because I was talking about fakes. Yeah, brother, you work for Converse.
Yeah,
like anyways,
to even because you're pretty much, what it was, sister company, son company, daughter company of Nike, and Nike is one of the biggest brands that get ripped off. So I would love to see how they will feel about him sticking up for counterfeit goods when they're literally when they're
That's
over here suing
That's a good point.
anybody that touches anything close to what they got. So
that's a good point.
At the end of the day, that's a bad look on him. But shout out Converse because, business is business, man. Business is business. It'll always be like that. So I think even if things are said or if things are done, they're not done. It's never done. Business is business. If it works out best for the company, it's like, all right, we need y'all to get it together, get in this room, and make something happen. We gotta get into our showcase, and I see the showcase shoe that you got, which is crazy. Because if I get another 1906, it's definitely gonna be that. It's definitely gonna be that one.
Yeah. So you want me to go first then, since we teased that a little bit?
No. So because we've been talking about this the whole episode. So the KD4 Aunt Pearl is my showcase shoe. One of those shoes that like I seen and I was like, hey, I want these, but Jordan was my that was in my view. That's what I wanted. I want Jordans. I wanted retros. And this is kind of like one of the, like I come back and get it, but then after a while, KD4s, as soon as they dropped, they were gone. And in particular, this one because we had a era where pink was the color, that colorway.
Yeah.
Anything you put pink on, it flew. And as I was making a video on this, this is what I mean when you learn things through sneakers. So, Coach K Yao, never knew that this was the symbol for that. I knew about
that's a breast cancer symbol.
Yeah, upside down.
But it's upside down for Yao. Yeah, okay, I'm with you.
This is officially her for that foundation. This is her her branding. And I always wondered like where they got the name from. And I looked up the foundation and stuff, and I realized that it was for her, the coach, out of North Carolina, which is crazy. I'm here in North Carolina, I had no clue about it. I'm not a sports guy, so that's why I feel like storytelling and sneakers are important because it carry on legacies, it brings exposure to certain things, and that's exactly what this shoe did at that time and even now, because now I get why things are nicknamed the K Yao pair or Think Pink. I get it now, but also let's be honest, it's also another definitely capitalizing on this colorway by adding that name, just putting it in the air, like Think Pink, K out, I don't think every pink shoe is you're getting back in money off of it, to charity, but obviously it's going to sell. It's kind of like calling a non-Dornbecker a Dornbecker, it's kind of like it's not Dornbecker, but the guy that usually sells Dornbecker, and I feel like it's what they do with this the pink colorway. But glad to have this in my collection. And I think this is one. I remember you asking me what KD did I want to see release, and this was definitely one of the pairs that I said I wanted to see. So KD, Aunt Pearl.
Yeah, I still need that pair. I still need it. I haven't picked it up yet, but that was a pair that I figured. I feel like they're sitting. All the other KDs have been sitting. So
definitely. I mean, that pair is definitely sitting a little harder than the other ones.
Interesting.
And the Weathermans you may see restock here and there. I almost grabbed those, but I was like, do I really want these? Nah.
I've got the Weathermans. They're going to be tough to style, but once
I get the Galaxies, I'll be okay.
I've got the Galaxies.
Once I get those,
what do I have? I've got Nerfs. That's right. Nerfs, Weathermans.
I don't need those.
Galaxies. They're all cool. So, my showcase shoe.
Size collaboration.
So, yes, this is a size. I keep seeing size exclusive, or I see it's a collaboration. There's no size branding on here anywhere. So that leads me to believe that it's a size exclusive, and these are the diamond. Go ahead.
I think it is. Well, when I was looking it up, I thought was I only say it's a size collaboration because there's a backstory. So it's supposed to be based off like
Sure.
watches, old watches and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I mean. A GR can have
Yes.
an exclusive can have a backstory, but backstories are usually dealing with collaborations. But you're right. But I mean,
Well, you just showed
what size collaboration has Brandon on it? I haven't seen a size collaboration where it has Brandon on it. They don't really
That's a
brand their
good point
shoes
too.
like that.
That's a good point too.
Or
I'd
maybe
have
they're
to
all exclusives.
the Iris Gel Light 3, that might have size branding.
I doubt it.
That's a good question. We'll have to look it up.
I never see them brand their stuff like that.
Yeah. But these are the Diamond Districts. Well, I think we both kind of saw these at the same time and like had the same immediate reaction, which was like, I have to have these. Because they're fine. I mean, they're incredible, right? Like they are so good.
Crazy price. Now,
are they?
Yeah, they're out there. No branding on the size collaboration. The iris, just the
irises.
Yeah, no size.
I mean, even the
anywhere.
inside. The inside is just Ortholite, 1906R neutral cushion. Like there's no branding anywhere, which is cool, which is fine. Like this. I mean, this shoe. I love the hairy suede on here. The greens, the gold. I mean, it's got the same palette as like a Rolex, symbol, but super super cool shoe. I'm gonna be honest with you. I might even wear these today instead of the Czar faces.
Look, man, I'm gonna tell you something about a green shoe. When you do a green shoe right, it's always a like pine green. That shade of green. That's how I mean. We just oxidized green retro force that I just got like.
Beautiful.
Yes, and I got it for under retail.
Yeah, and green's my favorite color as it stands. So, love the shoe. I might have shown it before, but
yeah,
I don't care. It's a great shoe.
I think you showed them. I think you showed them when you got them.
Yes, so that could be true.
They might have been a what's on fee. I don't think they might have been showcase.
Yeah. So super cool shoe. Again, happy to have it in the collection. I was hurrying up. I'd been playing Call of Duty this morning, so I had to hurry up and find a showcase shoe when you sent the link. So
you got time to play video games? It's crazy.
I don't have children. I work on weekdays. I work 5.5 hours a day.
Oh,
like teaching tennis, but I work 7 days a week. And Saturday, Sunday, I'm working about 12 hours. So
you get your 40 hours.
I get more than my 40 hours. I definitely. So anyway, so it's November. It's November, and we're coming up on our year anniversary.
We are.
Did you realize that? Yeah. Do we have plans for that?
I would say we got to do something big. We got to do something big. We got to do something different. I want something different. Okay. I don't want the big hoopla special guest. I want something like, wait a minute. I like that.
Yeah.
So we'll have to put our brains together and come up with something really.
People are asking about the awards show, and I'm cool not doing that.
Okay, so I'm gonna be on the spot. I'm glad you brought it up because I was talking to Key about the award show, and the reason why I'm not gonna move forward with doing the award show is because there was entirely too much money that was put into this for it not to get the exposure that it got. I think me and Brain Dead together last year put almost $1,000 into it. Just like prize money, winning, you know. And what I noticed when I was sending money to the people that won, they're like, "Whoa, there was money." After I sent them $100, it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I didn't care about like it's not like, oh, I want that money back. No, it was more of like it should have been treated a little better. And a lot of people that were, guests or that were people that was in the polls, didn't express it good enough. And that's what it's really, that's what it was really all about. Like, I want y'all to put it out there. I'm doing this for you guys, but I really want y'all to put it out there. So, cause it's all about being seen, not me being seen,
Right.
but the smaller creators. That's what it was created for. The creators there are not being seen on a large platform, seen in front of a larger audience. But as years went on, it just got less and less.
Yeah, and I noticed that the hype about it was about vote for me because I'm better than everybody else, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't about like, yo, go tune into this show. It was about go to this Google Doc and vote for me, right?
Yeah. I mean, it is their platform to do what they want to do on their platform. I can't make someone, share anything. I can't make.
It's about what's right. What's right to do.
Yeah. So if it's not treated as something as like, oh, this is something I want everyone to know. I want someone to know that I'm up for a Scotty Award. I want people to know this. I feel like that's a fail on my end. So I got to go back to the drawing board and figure something out, or I got to wait till my platform is bigger.
This year is going to end up being.
The talk of why didn't do the skies? I missed the skies. What happened to the skies?
I'm not even gonna say it.
Yeah, but I feel
I'm gonna say it, but you gotta bleep it out.
Okay.
It's gonna mess around and get a sneaker creator of the year, bro.
That is
you gonna get sneaker creator of the year.
I can see that, bro. I can see that. After
his speech is gonna be two days long, bro. He gonna have a 2-day long speech.
But and then with TikTok ending, because I feel like that was a
that's not confirmed,
thing.
Bro. That's not
I thought it was officially confirmed. I thought January 19th.
Nah, there's still time. It'll be really weird to see.
Are you sure, Kai? I thought it was officially announced.
I did some searching, and that is the date that they have to sell it by. And
yeah, but I mean,
even at
so they still got like a grace period even after that date.
I believe there's a grace period after that as well.
I thought this was the grace period,
or maybe this could be the grace period too.
Yeah,
but
I think January 20th. If you ain't sold it, it's gonna be. It's not gonna be. So see, the thing about it is they can still own it in other countries,
but it won't be in the. I don't think it'll be in the App Store, and it won't.
Yeah, it won't be in
the
US.
It won't update. It won't.
Yeah, it won't be in US. Cool. It won't be in the US. Like, I don't think you'll be able to have it on your phone.
It's not going to delete. Well, they're not going to arrest you for having it on your phone.
I think it's not arrest you, but like you're not going to have it because people.
So what they going to do, bro? Give me your phone.
I mean, they pretty much can, bro. You don't just own your iPhone. They can literally just go on your iPhone and take whatever they want. Court order, they can go and get your phone, do whatever they want to do with it.
But it's not. But that would be government overreach. That would be government overreach to the highest power. And to see if you have TikTok.
I was seeing that people are trying to use like proxies and different URLs and what's it called?
I know what you're talking about. VPNs.
Yes. VPNs to have it, within the United States, but then that does become a crime.
So what do you think? What is the punishment for having TikTok on your phone?
2024.
40 lashings, bro. 40 lashings.
Look, they're arresting people for PPP loans from 2 or 3 years ago.
But that's different, though. That is fraud.
No. I know. Absolutely. I don't. It's just imagine you thinking like, you done established this life and you built these things from your fraud loan that you created, and then they're like, okay. Come with us.
Yo,
And
the
your
other
whole life
one,
just
the other one is
stops.
that Chase Bank. You hear about the Chase Bank scam they were doing? What makes y'all think that, like, I feel like these are totally different than just having, okay, January 20th, right?
Mhm.
January 20th, everybody has to delete TikTok from their phone.
Mhm.
Like you have to go into your phone and delete it.
Mhm.
No, that doesn't
Well,
make any sense. That just doesn't make
well,
sense.
no, I'm telling you, but the thing about it is, if Apple wants to disable an app or something on your phone, they can.
They just
Simple as
won't.
that.
I don't think that they'll disable it. I just think that it won't
It won't
provide any
work.
updates. I think it'll still
Yeah, it
work,
won't work.
but it won't
I don't
update,
think it'll work.
and it won't, like, you won't be able to get it.
If you're not seeing any U.S. content, do you really want to
I
still
think
be on there?
like, it's not going to be illegal to post on TikTok.
I think it's a little deeper than that. I really do. I think it's a little deeper than that. I
No,
think you're not
bro,
going to be able to.
that doesn't make it just. That just doesn't make any sense. I just don't feel like that makes any sense.
You don't know your government then. So, guys, that is our episode for the week. Any closing remarks, Morgan?
Yeah, I'm going to go and learn more about my government and see what happens if I keep. I'm gonna be on the run. I'm gonna be on the run with TikTok on my phone, bro. Please not gonna be able to catch me.
All it takes is 270 electoral votes to
elect the
become
president.
president.
That's why the state of Pennsylvania is very contentious right now.
Explain. Educate me.
So they can predict based on polling who is going to get what state based on past voting and based on polling and stuff. And right now, what it's coming down to is the state of Pennsylvania. So it makes me wonder if, like, people in Kansas are like, or Indiana or North Carolina are like, yo, do y'all care about our vote? Or is it like you just kind of expect, like, they expect to lose that state or win that state? One of the candidates has spent a lot of time in California, and it's been kind of called like a waste of time because that candidate is not known to, their party doesn't win California ever. And so that's why Pennsylvania right now is, I mean, it is usually a swing state. You have like Philadelphia, which is very blue. Like those big cities usually are very blue. The rural areas are very red. Yeah. So it's a very contentious battle going on in Pennsylvania. But that being said,
I think we should have a whole episode with Morgan talking politics. But guys, that's our episode for the week.
Yeah, I have no interest in doing that. It's all gross.
Peace, love, and politics.
No. And sneakers.
Peace, love, and
sneakers. Please, bro. Please.
So brothers, so brothers, retro 7, retro 3s, metallic 7, retro 11, sitting on freeze. They got so